because eventually Ukraine will have to pay with a lot of blood. The Ukrainian military is nowhere capable of putting such a fight against a superpower like Russia. There secretly is the involvement of the American and UK special forces. Currently, the most trending topic in geopolitics is how recently Ukraine in Makiivka killed 400 Russian soldiers in a single strike using the American HIMARS rocket launcher system. Now, Russia claims that 63 soldiers were killed, however Ukraine claims that they've killed 400. However, the international media says about 200 Russians were killed in the strike, since many a times Russia reports less casualty than the actual figure. Now, as per the US government, in these 10 months since the war started, about 200,000 military casualty has occurred on both sides, excluding the civilian casualty. So after 200,000 casualties, what is it about these 200 Russians that it is so very much in the news? It is because the Ukrainian soldiers went into the Russian territory, or should we say the Ukrainian territory that Russia has captured and merged in the Russian Federation. So they entered the Russian territory of Donetsk and killed these Russian soldiers. Now Russia is filled with rage due to this event, and I sincerely feel bad for the Ukrainians, because eventually Ukraine will have to pay with a lot of blood for this deed. I'm saying this because for the first time, the Russian civilians who were once against the war, now due to this strike, wants the Russian government to strongly retaliate and give a very aggressive reply to Ukraine. Also, the Russians are angry on the Russian government because why would you keep such a huge number of soldiers in one building when there is always a fear of an attack from the enemy? Now, Ukraine used the US given HIMARS rocket system, which is vehicle based, so many a times Ukrainian army uses this rocket system from roads, forests, etc. And there are various videos on social media where Ukrainian soldiers are posing and showing anger against Russia while HIMARS rockets are attacking Russians in the background. Now, one very important question is why isn't Ukraine yet tired of this war after fighting for so long against a military superpower like Russia? The only reason is the US. US has given a freaking $113 billion aid to Ukraine in terms of weapons and military support, which in comparison will be the third highest military budget of any country. Yes, the Ukrainian soldiers are fighting very bravely in this war, but sadly, the Ukrainian military is nowhere capable of putting such a fight against a superpower like Russia, be it in terms of military training, strategies, war tactics, weapons, etc. It is the support of the US that has kept Ukraine alive in this war, not only monetarily or through weapons, but seeing how Ukraine is putting up a fight, there secretly is the involvement of the American and UK special forces that are fighting alongside these Ukrainians in this war. Yes, the real warriors are in the Ukrainian army, but the minds behind the strategy and execution are very possibly of the special forces from US and its allies. Because as I said, Ukraine's military is nowhere capable of putting such a fight. This is it for today's video. See you in the next one. Until then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.